From a car that only costs $1 to cars that cost millions of dollars and cars that cost every other price in between, MLB players own some crazy cars, and they're only gonna get more expensive as we go. Starting with the cheapest car an MLB player owns, Shohei Ohtani wanted to troll his manager, and since he knew the dude wanted a Porsche, he bought him one.
This is my car, the present I received from Shohei yesterday, and thank you very much.
Alright, but this $1 toy car is the cheapest car in this video. Other MLB players own cars worth tens of thousands, even millions of dollars. The cars are only gonna get more expensive, man. So leveling up to Jock Peterson, this car barely even works.
Scary thought is like when they bring it out there and just doesn't start, just done, and I'm like, oh man.
Now, not starting was only the first reason this car was cheap. Jock whipped his grandpa mobile around without hubcaps, paint on the windshield, and even had other embarrassing issues.
It's kind of a selfish car. I mean, only my window works. There's no air conditioning, so when anyone comes in there, they're always complaining about how hot it is, and I just have a nice breeze coming in. Honestly, it was my first car that I've ever bought, so yeah, little Chucky's, we gotta give him away. It's a tough one.
Now, alright, I don't know why anyone would want Lil Chucky, but eventually Lil Cock Jock's 1994 Buick sold to someone for $1,200, which is crazy until you realize another player spent even more on a house they could drive.
I'll move on to the next room, and I've got my bed along with my closet on the side right here.
Nobody expected a player worth millions to be living like that, but Daniel Norris went viral for cooking, sleeping, and working out in this old yellow van. Now, even though it's ugly, and the car is too, the white James Harden is always driving it around cause it's his version of the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. But the craziest part is that the 1975 Volkswagen van has its own Instagram with more followers than me. Like, bro, what the hell are any of y'all doing? Follow me, man. But a $10,000 van is nothing compared to another MLB player who spent double on a whip named after a deadly weapon. Cause after Yoenis Pettis was seen leaving practice in a white whip with 3 wheels, bro loved the attention, so he started customizing it to be gray and red with matching rims, which even had his jersey number on the front. And after whipping that version everywhere, dude painted the entire thing two-tone black and blue, then got hydraulics, racing seats, a custom sound system, and even underglow installed. Now, his slingshot doesn't just launch you so fast that it's named after a deadly weapon, it cost him $21,000. But another player spent 3 times as much on a car that changes colors. Once Alexi Ramirez got this whip in black, I thought he'd never go back. Until a famous artist spent hours painting it red, white, and blue, which even had gold stripes all over. Then when the car was on display at a famous art show in Miami, it showed that the car is only that color when it's hot. When it's cold or water gets on it, the color changes to black. Like, I never heard of some shit like that, man. But even a color-changing Jaguar worth $65,000, that's way cheaper than a car that glows in the dark, vehicles that can defend against World War III, or even one of the rarest whips on the planet. Cars in this video are gonna keep getting crazier, man, so just relax for a second, alright? Because before we get to those, we gotta talk about the other car that Ohtani bought because of the secret behind his jersey number. Since Ohtani wore 17 with the Angels until he got traded to the Dodgers, his new teammate already wore the number, so things were about to get expensive. Ohtani wanted the number back so bad, he bought the dude's wife a new Porsche just to bribe them.
It's yours. From Shohei. He wanted to gift you a Porsche. I swear.
A Porsche again? Ohtani must be bricked up for those cars, man. A silver Panamera with black rims like this cost $100,000. And, you know, spending that much cash on a girl, he should have at least got some ass out of it or something. But all he got in return for the gift was his jersey number to wear again. Boring. But at least another player's car story wasn't, because not only did it cost even more, the dude's own teammate destroyed it. Now, before its windows got smashed, Hunter Green was seen flexing the craziest whip on his team. This two-tone SUV with black rims wasn't just made with special hydraulics to smoothly drive over every bump. It has the Mercedes-Maybach logos glowing under the doors, lights inside to make it look like a UFO, and TVs in the back to watch, you know what, HitFlix. Even this dude's a fan and you aren't? What are you doing, man? Subscribe. But alright, he also lets his dog kick it in here, but that's not what messed up the car. That happened when Hunter pitched against his teammate in practice. And that wasn't just any foul ball, man. It actually hit Hunter's window, completely smashing it. Now, at least dude wasn't too pissed, cause they both flicked up a pic with the damage and even signed it. But even though the $170,000 Maybach was destroyed at the park, another player spent even more on a car that glows in the dark. It shouldn't even be a surprise that Yohan Moncada copped that. He's always posting up with supercars. Just look at this dude, man. But none of them had a crazier transformation than when he had a white BMW like this and got it completely customized. His car was covered in matte black with red trim that actually glows. It already looked raw in the day, but when you turn out the lights, hey, click that. The car glows in the dark. Now, a $185,000 i8 like this is something most people could only create in GTA. But a couple of Aroldis Chapman's vehicles are even crazier, because they're designed to survive World War III. The first of his whips looks like something only the SWAT team uses. An all-black truck with steel armor, spotlights on the roof, and this was a vehicle he was always driving. But he quickly upgraded to something crazier. Man's military Jeep is scratch resistant, has 6 unpoppable tires, even windows that can survive gunshots. Like, who the hell is this man beefing with? And he not only customized it with red leather and his nickname all over, Chapman's 2 armored vehicles cost him over $200,000. But another MLB legend's whip cost even more, because it came out of a jewelry store. Kinda. Now, alright, an all-gold Ferrari? That's not what you'd expect from a man whose actual last name is Mercedes. Regardless, this man's car is all gold with custom black rims, and is even convertible so he can flex the red interior. Being that crazy is partially why fans take pics of it, but also because the Goldilocks mobile cost $250,000. But Albert Pujols spent even more on one of the rarest cars in the world, because when McLaren took some of these already crazy looking cars, then customized 10 of them to drive even faster and all look different, not only did Steve Will Do It get the number 7 car in all yellow, then get his customized to be the ultimate Happy Dad mobile, Albert got a baby blue version with white rims and plenty of carbon fiber. Now, being that raw and having a Richard Mille logo painted on the back ain't the main reason it's expensive. It's because of the number on the side showing that he owns the 3rd out of just 10 special McLarens ever made that cost $375,000. But alright, hold on. We're gonna do something a little bit different as we level up in price here, because 3 other players competed to see who could customize the craziest Lambo. Of course, first was Cespedes again, cause he always is buying crazy ass whips, and his new one got a flamethrower. Mans was geeked when he first saw it, cause not only did his interior get customized, the outside did too. It's all black with hints of blue, which already made the car look fire, until you realize his Aventador that cost $400,000 actually shoots fire. Holy shit. But even that wasn't more expensive than David Ortiz's Lambo, that actually makes people shit themselves.
Was anybody in the car with you?
Yeah, a friend of mine. He almost himself.
Big Papi made people do that in a car designed specifically for him. He wanted his Lambo wrapped baby blue with red and black rims to match the interior, and he didn't just get the car to flex it on the gram while cheering for his Boston boys in the Super Bowl. He also got his $515,000 Aventador to drive it how fast?
How fast did you get it up to?
200.
200. Was anybody in the car with you?
Yeah, a friend of mine. He almost himself.
But even that only cost half of the craziest Lambo in MLB history. Cause while Luis Roberts' whip looked kinda normal from the inside, he took his military green SVJ, then got a reflective wrap inspired by his love for anime. And since it was customized with characters on it from his favorite show, Naruto, Luis had the most custom Lamb and definitely won the competition cause his car cost $1 million. But alright, enough about Lamborghinis, man, cause Derek Jeter's car didn't just cost way more, it set a world record. You'd probably expect a white boy like Jeter to always drive something whack like this. Instead, he kinda...
Woke up in a new Bugatti.
His all-white convertible supercar is one of the most expensive whips on the planet. And not only do the chrome rims look sexy, oh my god. My bad. Anyways, Bugatti Veyrons like his not only have the biggest engine that can fit in a car, which allows it to take off faster than a fighter jet, they set the record for the fastest street-legal car in the world when it reached a top speed of 267 miles an hour. God damn. Jeter's crazy for a purchase like that. But I could see a record-setting car costing $1.7 million. I never thought I'd see Aaron Judge get a more expensive car just to copy Michael Jordan. Cause after this bald dude went viral for flexing a car barely anyone had ever seen before, of course he was gonna get copied by Judge. Dude's literally signed to Jordan brand. Regardless, the car isn't just limited to 23 ever created and look like something that came straight out of Forza. It has yellow trim, is made of all carbon fiber, and is built with special aerodynamics to cut through the wind to drive even faster. Now, alright, Judge's Hennessy Venom isn't just hella fast, it cost him hella cash, $2.1 million. But this next player added another M onto that, when his car came straight out of a movie. A car from Fast and Furious was only the first reason it cost millions. Cause Hector Oliveira's whip doesn't just go 0 to 60 faster than you can subscribe to the channel. Like, hurry, test it! His shiny red car with black rims is also the first car ever with diamond headlights and an actual hologram instead of a display screen. No wonder why even Paul Walker was stunned to see it.
You realize what this is? Like in Hypersport?
But even a car from a movie worth $3.4 million still ain't the most expensive whip in MLB history. Let's bring my boy Jeter back in for a second, cause he copped something that only the richest celebrities in the entire world own. Floyd Mayweather was the first I seen with it. Then I was kinda bumping Drake's music video when I saw him rapping in front of this crazy whip too. But Jeter also got this red Rari with crazy doors that open up like a damn transformer. But his car doesn't just look insane and is one of the fastest cars ever made. His Ferrari Enzo is the most expensive car that any MLB player owns, cause it cost him $4 million. But alright, MLB players are always buying expensive things other than cars too. And I mean, clicking on this video is literally free, $0. I don't know why you're still here, this video is over, what the hell are you doing, man? Just click it.